It's that time again. Time to compare. This is the final round, guys. This is Mystery Tackle Box versus Lucky Tackle Box, the final chapter. I've had 3 series. The first one went to Lucky Tackle Box. The second one went to Mystery Tackle Box. This one, who knows, it's a crapshoot. And I'm going to tell you something at the end of this that I decided to do because I was trying to decide which one I wanted to keep. And it'll probably not surprise you what I decided to do. But anyway, Lucky Tackle Box first. All right, we got the cool wrapping. We've got the tackle guide that'll tell you how to use the stuff they give you. They have a Lucky Tackle Box sticker, which looks like a Miller High Life emblem. Okay, so we've got, I would say 2 hard baits, even though they're not hard baits. But the first one is a popper. I kind of like the looks of that popper. It kind of looks similar to the Mega Bass shape. Might be a direct knockoff, but it's got the shad color. And this is called the Clear Lake Lures, the Pro Pop. Pretty cool. And now I've got, I call this a hard bait, but it's really a frog. Decent looking frog, looks like a 2.5 inch, probably like 1/2 to 5/8 ounce. Not terribly huge. I'll pull it out, take a look at it. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, the hook is just funky. You guys, look how this is right out of the gate. That is weird. Look how like mangled and weird that hook is across the back of that lure. How it's like hooked weird, and it's not even, it's just funky. That's a quality control issue right there. I'll get my pliers out and bend that hook around to where it looks right. The frog feels good. The size is fine. The hair is kind of uneven, longer on one side, shorter on the other, so it's probably going to walk fine. But I'm really not loving the hook. Is that on purpose? This must be like the B batch. Who knows? Okay, these are nice. Ready to go, pre-rigged, watermelon seed, scented, can't talk, tandem rig, 4-inch. These are just like, they kind of look like swim bait, like little finesse deals. I don't know what, if you guys know what that rig is. It's weedless, reusable rigging, 30-pound fluorocarbon, Texas twister swivel hooks. I don't really know what rigging that is. Let's pull one out and take a look at it. We got time. Am I missing something here? Pre-rigged, and there's 2 of them on the string. So I guess you fish these together, and the one with the weight stays lower than the one without the weight. And this is some type of, I don't know what it is. What do you guys call that? What do you call that rigging? Put those back in the box. And we got some plastic and some hooks. These are called Perfect Plastics KVD Strike King. Just a little tiny bag of these. And what are they? Little tiny finesse worm things. They're like little, let's do this. They're like little fin, little fishy, swim baity, beaver tail. Kind of smells like coffee. And they got like some Texas rig hooks to go with it. So not bad. But you know what? Honestly, nothing to write home about here. Okay, on to Mystery Tackle Box. Mystery Tackle Box, a flag. 4th of July is coming up. Very suitable. And on that flag are fish and little tiny treble hooks for stars. See that? That's kind of cool. Do that. That'll be a good like thumbnail for the video. All right, hard bait. This is a Pilot X. It looks like one of those, I don't even know what it is. It looks like kind of a deep diving cranker thing. It's got a funny lip on it. Kind of like a beaver tail paddle looking lip. I don't know what that'll make it do. Probably go back and forth real hard. And that's a really good looking paint job and body. The hooks look to be about like a number 6 size hook. Kind of like a crankbait hook. And the lure itself looks to be pretty solid. It's plastic and not a bad paint job. But, you know, I don't know what it does. Nothing super impressive. Now I do like these. These are Mimic Minnow Tough Tubes. I do like tube jigs. These are underrated lures. Use these in the rivers for smallies, and they actually do pretty good for largemouth bass. You can jig them, you can swim them, you can do all kinds of cool things with them. So I will probably use these. And then from there, we just go rubber the rest of the way. But I do like the rubber that I'm given here. I love this worm. I've had these before. I love that tail. It's bright yellow tail, you know, and I've been talking about with my buddy, we've been fishing a lot, not much smell there. And we've been talking about how we've been avoiding plastics. We've been swimming top waters, we've been swimming swim baits, and we haven't been doing enough jigging, and we haven't been doing enough plastic worming, and we need to get back to basics. So that might be something we do. Now these are kind of cool and timely. This is called the Bruiser Bait, and these are like little frogs. Little red speckled hot pepper frogs or whatever. And notice the legs are different lengths. That's going to allow those legs to go back and forth and not bop into each other. I think they're all like that. I don't think that was a mistake. I think that's a design. They're about the same. I think it's just going to dibble along in the water and make noise. But these are really cool because when you're fishing frogs, sometimes the frogs you fish will just sit on top of the water, but maybe you want to get down in the grass and work it a little bit. These can be skimmed across the top of the water, but then you can let it fall down in and see if you can track that bite in the midwater of the water column. So kind of cool. And we have some really cool hooks. It looks like they gave me a multi-pack of different kind of hooks. Like maybe a hook for the plastic worms and then maybe a hook for these frogs. So they're not all the same, I don't think. No, they are. They're all the same. Hang on. Let me pull them out here. No, they are different. Look. So I've got a smaller one. That's the smaller one. I've got a bigger one with a bigger shank on it. That's probably one suitable for the frogs. And these worm hooks obviously would be for those worms that I got. So nothing to write home about for both of these. So this is going to bring me to the conclusion of who wins. I think today was a tie because the frog that came with the Lucky Tackle box was mangled. So I wouldn't even count it as a lure that I'm probably going to use unless I can bend it into shape. So hard bait wise, they're equal. The popper I do like. I would say between the two hard baits, this one or that one, I like the popper more because I've been using poppers lately, but that's just probably personal bias. I don't know what this thing will do. You know, maybe it kicks butt. I'll try it. But here's what's happening to me. I'm getting these Lucky Tackle box and Mystery Tackle box, and I'm trying to decide who's the best and who's winning and which one I want to keep. But what I've decided is I'm getting rid of both of them. Because what I found is I collect a lot of this stuff, and there's probably 40 to 50% of the stuff in this box that I just don't use on a regular basis. So I started accumulating extra stuff. I have boxes half full of the stuff that I received that I still have never pulled out, and I'm actually starting to forget what I even have. So that's not good, and it's a waste, and I think I want to just stick to what I do because I do a lot of pond fishing, and I could get a pond kit, or I could maybe design the kits to work better for me, but what's happening is I'm getting a lot of lures that I wouldn't actually throw in these ponds. I get some of these walking baits that are like 5-6 inches long, and yeah, I know there's a few 6-7 pound bass, you know, floating around in some of these ponds, but to be real, I'm catching 1.5 2 pound bass all the time, 3 pound bass. I want the lures that work best for those. I like the 2-inch frogs. I like topwater lures. I like small swim baits. I like poppers, you know, and that's pretty much where I'm at with everything. So I don't think I'm going to keep going with either of these subscriptions because I don't think it's $15 well spent for me. And I will spend, you know, believe it or not, $10 or $15 on just a single lure, but I'll use the heck out of that lure. Like I just bought a mouse recently and it kicked butt the other day, and I'm going to use the crap out of that lure because now I have total complete confidence. And I researched it and looked for it and found it and decided that that was going to be something I want to try out. Whereas I get these boxes, and pretty much out of all these boxes, the first thing I'm going to run to the pond with is this popper. Well, guess what? I've got about 12 pop R's in my box already. So this is just another one of those. So I just find that I'm getting redundant with baits and too much rubber that I'm not going to use. I don't use any plastics. So there's just things I'm getting that I'm not going to use. And I'm going to cancel both. And it's not because I don't think they're good values. I do think you're getting good values. And if you're in a situation where you're not sure what to buy and you just want to kind of work across the range and decide what it is you like and what works, these are a great place to start. If you're sponsored and you're getting paid to do reviews, or you're getting free boxes to do reviews, then that's fine. But as far as paying $15 a month forever, I don't think I need to do that. I think I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to figure out what I need to buy, what I need to get, and these Lucky mystery tackle boxes are cool, but they're more novelty and gift type ideas for me, and I don't think they're going to be something I'm going to stick with. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about my decision. So I say Lucky tackle box 1 round 1, mystery tackle box 1 round 2. It's a dead tie for this one, so I'm giving it a tie. I think they're equally as good. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. So how's that for being a wuss and not taking a bias to one or the other? But I canceled them both. So there you have it. That's my determination between mystery and Lucky tackle box. So let me know what you think. Tell me if I'm crazy, but that's kind of where I'm headed. You guys have a great day, and I'm going to go fishing this evening, hopefully, and catch some fish and see what we can do.